Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about this here. This is the DFM Doweling Plate. As you know, I've done a couple of shorts on this thing in the last couple of days, and I want to take a little time to go over it in a little bit more detail, explain to you what it is, how I use it, and do I think it's worth it for maybe some of you to pick up. So let's get into it. Alright, so what is this? Well, it's basically just a chunk of very good quality tool steel that has been milled perfectly flat and has a series of holes drilled in it in two rows that go from 5/8 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. And what they do is they allow you to make dowels. As you saw in my short, and I'm going to demonstrate here in a minute, you can either use a mallet and hammer them through these holes, starting at one that's larger and working down to the size you need. Or you can chuck the piece of lumber in your drill and run it through the holes successively until you get to the size you want. I think the drill method works better with softwoods and the mallet method works better with the hardwoods. What really can you do with these? Now here's a piece of cherry that I made a dowel out of, and this piece of cherry was not perfectly straight grained, and I'm going to tell you it had a few problems. It would go through and it would get a little wonky. You really want straight grain to do this, or almost wood that was riven, basically chopped on the grain line, so to speak. You know, they call that riving the wood, where you cut it with the grain. The softwoods didn't fight it as much, but they're, you know, the softwood's very soft and it can splinter and get punky and get, get tear out. So both of them have their unique issues. I don't think you could make long, 3-foot long sections of dowel with this thing that would be very accurate to use in furniture as a display piece. I just don't think they're going to be that straight. But they are perfectly good at making small little pieces of dowels to use in joinery, dowel joinery. That's how I'm going to use this. You know, packages of dowels like this, this is a package of about, maybe 25 3/8 of an inch dowels that are 1.25 inches long. A package like this can cost you $5. So it doesn't take too long to get those dowels paid for if you do a lot of doweling joinery. And that really is the answer to the question, is it worth it? If you do a lot of doweling joinery, then it might be worth it for you. This is $60 on Amazon. I'll put a link below so you can see it and go read about it. It's made by DFM. It says right on there, DFM USA. So it is made in the USA. It is very well made. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's very well made, very well milled, I guess you should say. And it just works. So let me show you how I used it, in case you didn't see the short. Or, I know the shorts are pretty quick. It's, You're really stressed to get a short done. Trust me, they're kind of tricky to get done. So let me show you how to use it here on the bench. Here I have a piece of pine that is actually very straight grained. I don't know if you can see that, but this is a very straight grained piece of wood. And what I'm going to do is just take a chisel and kind of sharpen the point, so to speak. And what that does, it allows it to fit into a hole to basically get it started. So it goes right through that one. So we're going to start here in this one, which is 17/32. And I want this to go all the way down to 3/8 of an inch so that I could make some 3/8 of an inch dowels. Let me move the camera, focusing on a dog hole here, and we'll continue. Okay, as you can see, I now have the dowel plate with the 17/32 hole over top of a dog hole that goes all the way through the bench. And what I'm going to do is just get it started in the hole. And knock it through. Then you go to the next successive hole. In this case, it is 1/2 inch. Now obviously, if you want to make a 1/2 inch dowel, you have to start way up here at 5/8. You can't start right at the size you need. Now we're going to go to 15, 30 seconds. And then 7/16. And now at 7/16, we're pretty much round. There's a few flat spots, but we've pretty much got it down to round. But I want 3/8, so I have 2 more holes to go. And you really can't skip a hole. There's no way to skip a hole. You gotta continue on going through every increment if you want this to work properly. And as they get smaller, I do find they get harder to bang through. The first couple, obviously, I was just knocking the corners off. Okay, so now we're going to do the last one, which is 3/8. Okay, as luck would have it, the battery died as I was finishing up on a 3/8 hole. But here it is. As you can see, we have now a round dowel that does have some tear out here, as you can see. Like I said, the pine lumber or softer woods actually are better when you take and chuck it into a drill. So what I'm going to do is run this one more time through the 3/8 with the drill, just to see if it cleans it up some. And that took care of the tear out, but left me a little bit of a mess. Alright, final step, a little bit of sandpaper. And now it is a nice, smooth dowel that I could use for dowel joinery. Alright, so that's basically the DFM Doweling Plate. I don't think it's worth it for everybody. If you just do a couple of dowel projects a year, you know, just buy a bag of dowels and be done with it. If doweling joinery is a big part of your workflow, then this could be a good option for you. Like I said, you know, this is just about a foot long and it's pretty straight, but as you're banging them through, it's very hard to keep things going consistently as you get longer. It's going to be really hard to bang 3 foot through here. It might work with the drill, not something I think I'm going to be able to do. So for me, this is a mechanism for the dowel joinery method only. Hardwood or softwood. I'd use the same exact method that I just showed you here for hardwood. I happen to do softwood here. Hardwood, you definitely want to bang through the plate, and then you can put it in the drill to sand it. The softwoods, you could skip the banging it through the plate step and run it through the plate with the drill. I banged it through and then ran it through with the drill. I think with softwoods you could go right to the drill. That's the only difference between the two species of wood. Make sure you use about 4 increments at least above the desired outcome, and don't skip a hole. You want to keep going through every single increment to the desired output. I hope that made sense. I hope you liked that. If it was helpful, please hit the like button. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.